What up, players? It's your boy Jude, and welcome to this different version of a Halo video. I messed up and swapped my audio output from my speakers to my headphones after I pressed record, and apparently that doesn't just automatically switch in the system. So it did not pick up any noise for almost 2 hours of playing Halo, which is a major bummer, but I am not a quitter and the videos must go on, so I fashioned this video together for your fast-forwarded highlight experience, and I give you my word that I will make sure that this isn't happening in the future. And I just wanted to say I'm really enjoying making these videos. I feel like I'm doing better all the time, but everybody has hiccups and mess-ups. It's what makes us people. You might be a broken crayon, but by God, last time I checked, broken crayons still color. We've came a long way on this journey, not just on Halo, but on this entire channel. And in these videos, you know, if you started back on my first game, it's called Answer Not. It's pretty horrible, and I seem like I'm scared to talk, and my camera was too small. Hell, I think I was 26 videos into doing this regularly before I figured out how to make my camera like a square instead of a rectangle. Life is a challenge, and so you should always push yourself to do better and better and become more than you ever thought you could. To quote Michael Stevens from Vsauce, he says, "Stuff in your past is like a carving on the bark of a sapling. Over time, the carving won't go away, but because of the way trees grow, it won't go up or down much either. It'll just stay right there where it began. It might even get darker, but it won't get bigger. You, however, can. You can keep growing, doing more things, more branches, being more things. The wound won't get smaller, but you can make it a smaller part of who you are." My mama always taught me not to half-ass two things, just go ahead and whole-ass one thing. And I'll take that with me throughout life. And, you know, I sit back and I look at all my accomplishments, and it makes things easier looking forward because you look at your next challenge as something intimidating, but you never observe your own value by looking over your shoulder and just admiring all of your previous accomplishments. Completed tasks, goals, degrees, certificates, jobs, gaining new friends, family, and detaching yourself from negative and toxic people who you don't want to be around. One of the hardest lessons in my own life was to figure out that one had to also include your own family. But it is okay to remove yourself from those situations, and I'll pray for you if you're somebody that's in a situation where it's not so easy as walking away. We all got problems and we all face challenges, but you know, nobody has to do it alone. And if we all can, go out and help somebody today or in your near future. Don't worry, they don't have to know. Sometimes that's the best part. When I tell you guys that I love y'all, I mean that. So show some love to me today if you're feeling like it. Here's a relevant clip of some grunts. You gotta read the caption though. Here it is. Alright, we got homies falling in love on the battlefield tonight. Everybody give a shout out. So, that being said, happiness is contagious. In fact, you're either born with it or somebody stole it from you. Just like foreskin. Real quick, if you haven't slammed that yeet button or rang that Liberty Bell, consider doing it, as it immensely helps my channel grow so I can continue to have a greater and greater audience to entertain and to make laugh, which is the most fun somebody could ever have. And I have seen so much improvement in the last 3 or so months in regards to views and subscriber count. The wheels are starting to budge. Couldn't have done it without you, and we keep getting closer to that 200 subscriber mark, and I couldn't be more pleased with the way these videos are mostly turning out, you know, minus this one. But if you enjoyed this one, leave a like and a comment down below. And let me know if you'd like me to narrate other stuff without trying to sell you my free entertainment. So, all of my inspirational quotes and things out of the way, here's the highlights. So basically, Fuckboy and Alien Girl are trying to expose the weapon to a trap so they can contain her, and in the process of that, Chief had his own plan all along. And sure enough, the weapon was being manipulated while hacking a system, and the Chief was about to delete her right there in the moment, like all your drunk texts the next day. But she got out of the mechanical finagle and figured out Chief was about to dump her like a hot sack of shit, and she was pretty pissed. No lie, during that time she was throwing some major shade on the Chief. Like a scorned girlfriend. So then Mermaid Man and Banished Boy stole Echo Man, and they're holding him ransom. Chief and the Weapon decide to put their differences aside to stop this madness. Then some other shit happened, and the Weapon found out that she's an exact copy of Cortana. She hates herself now, and Chief is like, I don't trust you, but I want to. And somehow that made it better. And you know, that was pretty good for the monotone, relentless, unstoppable force of justice we have for a Master Chief. I feel like he really tried to show real emotion there. And so, we fought our way through tons and tons of enemies, and actually didn't make it to any real stopping place. But all the things and the paths and the teleportation and the crazy shit and the things we took and the people we killed and the place that we have made for ourselves, our trail that we've left behind, seem to be pointing toward being shown in the exact direction of our man Escharum. And currently, there seems to be no real ending in sight, but I know that before we know it, there will be on the front lines just me and that pistol I've packed around this whole game, facing Escharum and his severe case of COPD, mano a mano. Stay tuned! I'll have my shit together and ready for the next video!